account over here. Just doing some yapping. Let's see how it is. Studio. Content. Live? Just want to see what it looks like. All right, looks pretty good actually. All right, let me get this posted in Discord real quick, and then we'll get this show on the road. All right, I'll pop the chat out here just so I can watch on my laptop. And we'll do live chat. Cool. Welcome, everybody. Hello, hello. I don't know why my laptop's freaking out right now. Open. Why are you not opening? Go live. Not go live. I want to make sure the video's looking good. Is it frozen for y'all? Let me know in the chat. No, I think we're good now. Cool. That was weird. My browser just decided to hate me, I guess. So I'm streaming on my phone. Let me close all this crap out. Okay, beautiful. All right, binder number 2. Not like the prettiest looking stream, but we're kind of hobbling it together here. Let me get this like out of the shot, maybe. That'll be like good. Professional content creator here. Only the most professional. All right, that's better, I guess. Anywho, any hoosers. Just going through and emptying my binders, sorting all my cards, getting rid of all my stuff. Not getting rid of. I'm going to MagicCon, and I just need to sort everything. And I figured make some content while I'm doing it. Just kind of hang out. Let me know how I sound. I have my lapel mic on, so I'm hoping my phone switched to that. If I can get my cards out of this binder, Lord of mercy. See, who needs this many copies of Lizard's Blades? Who? I don't. So I have a friend coming over today to help me kind of sort all my stuff. I've emptied out the green binder already. Stack of green. These are just like my rares and stuff from my binders. I'm unsleeving most of my decks. I have the few that I'm keeping together. It's like 5 or 6 decks that I'm just kind of keeping in my primary rotation. The rest of them are pretty much coming apart at this point. I just have a lot of stuff, and I just don't need as much as I have. And moving with bulk sucks. I'm probably going to end up selling most of my bulk to my LGS. Anything worth anything, I'll end up, anything like $5 or more bucks, I'll probably bring to MagicCon with me. But any bulk cards, I'll just get rid of here. Like this binder, I can't. I can't with this binder. Oh my god. Yeah, so hopefully once my friend gets here, there'll be some good conversation. My buddy Garrett is coming to help me do all this because we're nerds. And he needs help sorting all his crap. So if he helps me, I'll help him. I mean, honestly, I'd help him anyways, but... And I'll see how long I'm streaming for, too. Might end up playing some board games. You can see the difference in my red and green cards just a little bit here. I just don't have as many like red rares. It's just not a color that I usually play. Until you see my mono red deck that has unfortunately come apart. And a lot of this is just, I used to have like 15 or 16 decks like sleeved up. And I just don't need that many decks anymore. Like, I'm not playing Commander as much as I would like to, and I play a lot online. So I just don't need 13, 14 decks that I play once. Like, I'm trying to get better about having decks that I can play a little bit more consistently. Because A, it just helps games kind of go faster, right? When you're playing a deck that you're comfortable with. You know the lines, you know the cards in it. And I'm trying to be better about not just... See, why do I need 2 Chandra's Regulators? I don't even need 1. I'm just trying to, like... Just, you know, come down on how much bulk and stuff I have. Because I just have so many cards from playing since Scars of Mirrodin. I have cards I don't play with. I have cards I forgot I have. I have cards that are sitting in drawers, and it's like, okay, let me, you know, if I can find homes for them, I'd rather do that than just have them sitting in a drawer unorganized, and every time I'm looking for a card, I dig through, you know, 15, 20 boxes looking for a single card when I can, you know, get them organized into binders the right way and get the stuff that's expensive into a sell binder and a trade binder and get stuff out and get some more expensive cards that I actually want to, you know, actually play with. You know, I think a thing that I like really doing, and I'm sure other people do, is every so often just kind of going through all my cards, seeing what decks I haven't played, seeing what cards are expensive, and being like, am I going to miss this card that I haven't seen in a year or 2 years, right? Obviously, there's some exceptions to that. Cards that have like sentimental value, I'll keep. Like my buddy Nick got me an Ancient Tomb, and I plan on keeping that for pretty much ever. He got me an Alpha Fog. I plan on keeping that for pretty much ever. My wife has gotten me a number of cards. I'll keep all of those. Gitrog Monsters like has a special place in my heart, so I'm going to keep Gitrog. But some cards like these, I haven't looked at. Like, I look at them, but they're never... I have no sentimental attachment to these. So why am I going to bother keeping, you know, 2 copies of Grape Shot, right? I just don't need as many cards as I have. You know, I'll probably try to keep like 1 of each or whatever, and maybe they'll go into a box. But like, I don't need 4 Thundering Raijus. I just don't. I'm not... A, it doesn't see playing any fucking set. And B, it's not a card that I'm like attached to in any way. Goblin Dark Dwellers, right? Like, it's a common now. Like, what are you gonna do about it? Like, it's... kind of is what it is. I have no intention of like selling out of Magic completely. Like, to be clear, this isn't me just trying to sell out. This is just me up to extort artifacts outman abilities. Weird card. Yeah, it's just me wanting to downsize cards. That's all. I have too many cards. So, we'll see. Like Obsidian Charmaw. I think this card sees modern play. But I don't need 2 copies. I really don't need 1 copy of it, if I'm being honest. Like, I have a whole deck in here. I think I have like a whole Vampire Precon in here. Yeah, I have like Arterial Alchemy, which is a card I didn't even know I owned. It's actually a cool card. When it enters, make a blood for each opponent you have, and then blood tokens you control or equipment. I wonder if I've been looking to build an equipment deck. I wonder if I'm gonna put this to the side. I might want to build that later. Maybe I'll put you to the side. There's another vampire card in here. Hold on, we're gonna cook with something later. If I build Vampire Voltron, is that stupid? Well, at least to the side. And also I'm doing this because sometimes you just get like inspiration to build weird decks. Right? Like, you just kind of go through your cards and you're like, oh, I forgot I owned a copy of this. Like a Johnny's Ravager or Falcon Wrathgorger. Like, I just forgot I owned copies of these. Because I bought that Rakdos Vampire Precon that I don't think I ever even like ended up playing once. Shocks. Like, do I need shock? Probably not. I have 15 different copies of Bolt for some reason. Now, Rousing Refrain is actually a good card. Bedlam Rever is cool. Magus of the Wheel. I love Magus of the Wheel. And Magus of the Moon. I guess if I have I should have a Magus of the Moon copy somewhere. Because I'm into G-Gen. Heretic's Punishment. Alright, like... This is such a cool card. It's a 5-mana enchantment in red for 3 and a red. Choose target creature or player, then put the top 3 cards of your library into your graveyard, and it deals damage equal to that creature or player equal to the highest converted mana cost among those cards. I think it's any target now. From Original Innistrad? Like, that's a cool card, right? That I just kind of forgot I have. Hey, another Magus of the Wheel. I don't know what you play this in. Probably like some sort of self-mill deck. But like Force of Rage. Do I really care about Force of Rage? Probably not. Stalking Vengeance. Whenever another creature you control dies, it deals damage to your player. Sure. I don't even know why I have this. Or a Curse. So many cards, I don't know why I have them. Another Bolt. Is this the one? No, we like this Bolt. It's Bear Bolt. Keep a Lightning Bolt counter. How many bolts I have. I remember when I started playing Magic, I was like, dude, you have a Lightning Bolt? That's so sick. And now I just have too many. And I'm like, just get them out. What a weird card. Rose Room Treasurer. 4 mana, whenever another creature enters the battlefield under your control, create a treasure token if it's the first or second time this ability is resolved. Otherwise, you may pay X when you do. Rose Treasurer deals X damage to any target. Huh. That's a cool card. Ooh, Anger of the Gods. I forgot I own an Anger of the Gods. I was looking for some good red board wipes. I think we're almost done with the red binder. Mirror March, Disrupt the Core. See, I have some good cards in here that I just like forget I own. All right, is that everything? Cool. Red binder. We're done. I'm gonna put Impact. Is Impact even worth anything anymore? I have an original cons. It's $1. All right. Not like super expensive. I'll put in with the commons though. Now, I don't know if this is my blue or my black binder. Because I keep my black and blue cards in. Okay, it's my black binder. Cool. All right. Let's see what cute stuff I got in here. I want a Thrall Retriever from, oh, what god-awful set is this? It is, oh, what set symbol is this, y'all? Do you remember? I want to say Alliances? That's kind of blurry. I want to say it's Alliances. Let's take a look. Thrall Retriever. Retainer. Is from Fallen Empires. Fallen Empires. Enchant creature. Target creature gets +1/+1. Sacrifice it. Regenerate the creature. Fallen Empires. Here's a pretty surgical. Now, if you want to build a Slimes Against Humanity deck, Surgical Extraction, pretty goated. I don't need Thrall Retainer. It's not even like actually that bad of an enchantment. It's a 1-mana enchantment that it's like an anthem that also just saves your creature. Like, it's actually not all that bad, all things considered. So I hope everyone's enjoying. Let me know in the chat, like, what cards you're looking for, your favorite decks. Am I missing a card where I'm like, oh, hey, I should probably play that more? Minions Murmur is like a cool card. 4 mana, sorcery, draw X, lose X for X number of creatures you control. I mean, I own that card. I don't know where I got it. I don't know when I got it. I couldn't tell you. It's not a list card, which means I opened that at some point or bought it. It's from 2007, before I started playing. Like, I don't know where I got half this stuff. Cadaverous Knight, Flanking Regenerate, 3 mana from Mirage. I'm also thinking about doing a bar cube. Like, I have some cards pulled aside for it, where it's like it's a budget cube that doesn't use any outside game pieces that you're able to play it like at a bar. You play it unsleeved. I'm gonna sleeve mine. But also just looking for good like pieces of tech for that. Is Right any good? White? I've never played it before. So 2 mana 3/2 enters tapped. When it's dealt damage by it this turn, create a tapped zombie creature token and exile that card. I mean, that could be cool with like a Basilisk Collar and like turning it into a pinger. I really want an Agatha's Soul Cauldron too. I've been really wanting one for a long time. It's just one of those cards that it's just like right up my alley of just like nonsense you can do. Diabolic Tutor. I don't think Diabolic Tutor's all that much. This is from a Kaladesh. New. How much is Gurmag Angler in Old Border? Let's take a look. Only $1 and change. Okay. That's fine, I guess. Fated Return, Boneyard Parlay. Nighthawk Scavenger's fun. Dude, I miss Nighthawk, Vampire Nighthawk. Like, what a... I think I might have a copy somewhere. What, like, an absolutely goated Magic card. Like, it's just such a perfect card. Like, I don't know. It's just like one of those cards that you see it as like a new player and you're just so into it, right? You're just like, it's flying, lifelink, death touch. It's a 2/3. It blocks well, it attacks. Like, it's just such a like exquisite Magic card. Like, it doesn't have that much text, right? Like, I think a huge issue I'm having with Magic is it's not even just like the complexity necessarily. It's just like the word vomit on like cards, right? Like, obviously when a card just has like death touch or lifelink or flying, like there's a lot of inherent like rules about those cards that you have to know, right? You have to know what flying is. You have to know like what keywords are. But looking at a card, I mean, a lot of these are even like fine. I'm trying to think. I'll find one, like a more recent card. I feel like there's a lot of words on cards now, which is like a weird thing to say. What do I have to do for Massacre Girls? Like it is hard, I feel, to remember in a commander deck what every single one of your cards does. And I feel like that's an issue with new Magic, is just like the complexity of. I feel like Corpse Connoisseur was worth something. Also, I feel like it's a card I should play more. It's just an entomb on a creature. That's 20 cents. Okay. I don't know why I thought it was more than that. I don't know. Does anyone like agree with me? Like there's like the new Edge of Eternity commanders. Spoilers. If you don't like spoilers, I guess just go ahead and mute. That are like, one of them is sack a permanent and then put counters on a creature, and it's like not like a ton of words, but then the other one is just like haste whenever this becomes tap proliferate. And you're like, oh, no, that's cool. Like you're just like, oh, okay. It's simple. Becomes tap, you proliferate. That's it. Like, you have to explain what proliferating is, obviously, right? Like, that's part of the issue. However, it's just like such an easy card to look at, and you say it and you just kind of know what it does. I don't know, does that make sense? I have a Mardu Strike Leader. Whenever it attacks, create a Black Warrior. Huh, cool card. I didn't know I owned that. I know, does that make sense? Am I just yapping to myself? I think that's just like a big issue I have with Magic right now. It's just like complexity creep. Like I'm tempted to try pre-modern because I don't know, I can play the Rock. I can play Hermit Druid. What are you doing, Truffle? Right? Like you can just, I'm not saying old Magic was better because I don't think it was, right? I think there's an argument to be made that, what are you trying to do? No, you can't go in the laundry room. No. You're okay. Frickin' cat. There's an argument that like I'm really not saying like old Magic was better, because I don't think it was, right? I think if you look at like even some of the goated limited environments like Cons block or Cons limited, right? Like old Cons, like original Cons from a decade and change ago, it's considered like one of the GOAT limited formats. However, I don't think I think like newer sets are just better designed. And that's just like there are less cards that are just strictly unplayable and limited. Like you can play a deck with like kind of like, I think that an example, I'm rambling. There's an example. There's a card in what was it? Was it Dominaria? Original Dominaria? Or Strixhaven? There was some card in a set that was like a vanilla 3-mana 1/3 or something in blue. Something like human. And it's like the point of that card, like it was like a trap card, right? Like the skill is not to ever play it. And that is like fundamentally bad design to me. Where it's like, why are you gonna put a card in a set that the sole purpose of it is not to play? like it's a skill tester. But it's like that's not a good way to skill test players because it just leads to feel bads. And that's just not interesting, like gameplay, in my opinion. Like it's better to test players on interactions or like, I don't know. I feel like testing players on like, oh, this card's bad, never play it, so we have to put bad cards. And I'm not saying you need every card in Limited to be a bomb, right? Like that's stupid also. If you want that, just play Vintage Cube. But I'm glad that it seems that Magic sets are getting better at balancing Limited. Final Fantasy Limited is like really good. Like, say what you will about the set as a whole, and Universes Beyond, which is a whole nother like discussion to be had. I think Final Fantasy Limited is good. Cons, the last Tarkir Dragonstorm. My issue with that is it just became a 5-color soup very quickly. And that's just like not fun. Like I want to play a 3-color set to draft 3 colors, not to force 5 colors. So I'm hoping they learn from that, because if you'd like the last 2 times we've had 3-color sets, the limited environments have been dog shit. Between Streets of New Capenna and this, have we had another 3-color set? Ikoria was 3 colors, but I didn't draft a lot of that. So I don't know. Maybe actually, hold on, I'm going to change this. I'm going to just have it facing me and we can just talk. I can just kind of yap while I go through this. Maybe this will be a little bit easier to look at. Now you're looking at me and my beautiful kitchen. This light's a little harsh. Let's make that a little bit warmer. That's a little bit better. Yeah, I don't know. I think, close out this now. Let me pop chat out actually. Yeah, I think Magic isn't like a real turning point, I think. Because it's at a place where it's getting more popular than I feel like it ever has been, which is obviously great, right? Like you want that. Like a creator I like, EDH Deck Building, I'll call them out, they don't make content anymore, released a whole video on why they're quitting YouTube, and one of the things they said was like, as Magic gets more popular, it gets worse. And while I understand the sentiment, like, yes, Magic isn't always better. Ooh, actually, I can turn on some lights. I'm not gonna get up. Like, things aren't necessarily better when they're popular, right? Like, there's an argument for that. I think it's the wrong approach for Magic, or I think that's like a wrong mindset. Like, Magic is evolving, and it isn't what it was when I started playing, right? Like, and that's just facts. Like, that's just kind of, is that white? No, it's just blonde, or it's white. I don't know. That's just kind of like, it is what it is. Oh wait, that's so much better. Like, Magic is different than when I started, and it's getting more popular. And do I agree with everything WotC's doing? Obviously not, right? Do I think Magic is better because of the popularity? Generally, yes. Universes Beyond, I know a lot of enfranchised players hate it. I don't know if that's true. I'm probably being a little hyperbolic. Where did I just pull this from? I know not everyone loves Universes Beyond, but I don't think it's a bad thing for the game. I think it is overall a good thing for the game. Do I wish it was in standard? Not necessarily. But I also understand why it is, right? If you're trying to regrow standard, you need a draw for it. And maybe it's just me, at least drafting Final Fantasy and like playing with the cards, I kind of forget their Final Fantasy. Like once I play with them enough, I felt the same thing for LOTOR was an exception. I think LOTOR was like the perfect Universes Beyond, like for Magic. I think Avatar has the potential to be, because it could be very much like Cons. Spider-Man and the superhero ones, I think, are the ones that I'm a little bit more nervous about. Like, I'm not a huge Final Fantasy fan. I played 10. Not that I dislike it. It's just not. I just haven't played a lot of it. But Final Fantasy cards don't feel super out of place, personally, in Magic for me. Like, they don't feel like they're like an immersion breaker. However, I can understand why people don't like it, right? Like, it's understandable. If you play Magic because you like Magic IP, and I think Magic IP getting cut for Universes Beyond is not good. My copium is that if they can develop good draft environments and good story for Magic sets, and not just have what felt like a bunch of hat sets in Murders, OTJ, Aether Drift, like those sets were in universe, but those were not good. But those weren't not good because of Universes Beyond, those were just bad sets. Now, is it possible those sets took a hit because of UB? Maybe, right? Like, that's a possibility. And that's not good if that's the case. But if we get more sets like Tarkir, why do I have 4 of these? I don't need 4 of these. Why? I think I have more of them somewhere too. I don't need 4 of these. In foil. Wait, no, 3 in foil. 1's not foil. And they're different colors. I think like Tarkir flavor-wise was a slam dunk. Edges of Eternity right now seems fun. We'll see what happens like in the future with it, right? Like we'll have to see what actually like goes on with it. Why do I own a Stasis? Why am I an ass? We'll see what goes on with it like in the future, and we'll see like as spoilers happen. I think my 2 biggest complaints right now for Magic are complexity creep. I think it is hard for new players. If your goal is to get new players into 60 card Magic, or even if you're getting a player like into Commander as your like their format, I don't think it's a good format to start with. And just set cadence is a bit much, right? Like we just finished it feels like we just finished Final Fantasy spoilers. Like I've recorded 1 deck tech, I think, for Final Fantasy. Now, granted, I've been recording less just because of like work and burnout and whatever else. Is that Grand Architect I just put up there? It is. Oh God, I love Mana War. What a good card. What a card that used to be so incredibly pushed. 3 mana 2/2 that unsummons, like absolutely like cracked in its heyday. Yeah, I think set cadence is like, now obviously I do agree with the fact like you can just ignore what you don't want, right? Like it's, especially if you're a Commander player, I think it's harder for like competitive players. I'm privileged that I have a MTGO creator account, right? So I don't, if I need to play standard, I can play an arena, but I just play on Moto because I have all the cards. But that's something that I'm in a position to be able to do, right? Like I understand that that's not the norm for everybody. Also, not everyone plays competitively, right? Like my preferred format is limited. Is that a Whirlwind Denial? That is. That's pretty. Sorry, should I show the cards? See, that's a pretty Whirlwind Denial. Yeah, I don't know. I think Magic's just like a weird spot. Not a bad spot, necessarily. It's just different than it was. And I think that's okay. I think Magic being not what it used to be is like not bad. No, it's not inherently good, but it's not inherently bad. What are you? Foretell cards from your hand. Huh. I feel like Garrett needs one of these. I'm going to turn the camera around because I need to get up real quick. And you can look at my wall for a moment. Yeah, probably not. Just leave my door unlocked so my buddy can get in. Maybe we'll turn this light on. All right. There we go. Actually, I don't like those lights on. Let me turn those off. Oh, I don't be able to see in my living room. But the wife's out of town, so I'm doing it. I'm sorry for all the sniffling. My allergies this year have been like absolutely killer. Yeah, Magic's just like in a weird spot. I think like content creation too, because I love doing deck techs and stuff, but I just don't feel like there's a huge drive from people to play like fun thing. I don't know if that's true. Like, people want to win in Magic, but like EDH to me is a fun first format. Like, I'm not here trying to win 75% of my games or 25%, right? Like, I just play EDH because it's fun. Now, if you're to tell me about Vintage Cube, I sweat in Vintage Cube. But also, that's like a format. Like, Cube is fun. Like, you know, in 1v1 Magic, I will just play whatever I need to play. I don't always like play tier 1. Like right now, Roots. I've been jamming Roots in on Arena. I had that right before the bans. I like made the rest of that deck, and the deck is fun. Also, I just love Roots. Like that's been a card I've been looking for like a shell for, and I'm so sad it's rotating in like 2 months. I think it's with Edges. I think Edges it rotates. I am gonna probably try it in Pioneer though. So, we'll see. We shall see. Yeah, and I have a Godo, or not Godo, Go-Go, the mime, Final Fantasy. How much is he up to? I wanted to buy a Surge Foil copy. It's like $10 for a Surge Foil version of that thing, and I looked. I was like, I'll wait till I get paid, and then I got paid, and then I looked, and it was like $50 now, and I'm like, I hate this. Like, why did I wait? So mad at myself. So mad. That's okay though. Oh, how's everyone doing though? Happy 4th of July also, all my Americans, my fellow Bald Eagle supporters. I'm not gonna do politics stuff, but oh my God, things are crazy right now. And not in the good way, but that's okay. Well, we get through it. Oh my God, I have so many cards still. I'm going through, it's like, this is just my blue binder, and I'm like, this would be a project. I have so many Magic cards, y'all. Too many damn Magic cards. Too many. Oh, I have Misdirection. I see Misdirection. It's like Force Will, baby, but not as good. But still pretty good. It's a great Force of Will for removal. Or it's a single target too, so you can. If no target to your stuff. Oh, sorry. Y'all need any masterful replications? Y'all need any? You want some? Should I sign some? Turn the mic. Why do I need so many? Memory Deluge, actually a good card. Aethergale, not actually a good card. Yeah, it's fine. Tempest Djinn from original Dominaria. What a good card in its day. Look at this thing. It's so pretty. And it's like not awful. It's not great. It's not awful. In limited though, it's not great. I mean, it's triple blue, right? Like it's a triple blue, so you're not usually casting it on curve. Ah, Mist Hollow Griffin. What a card. Oh. Hope everyone's having a good day, though. Yapping's hard. Let me know in the chat, like, what, I don't know, what your favorite, like, deck is right now. What cards you like, what cards you don't like. Sorry, friend's coming over to help me sort through all this crap. I don't know if we'll keep streaming with him. I just figured I'd do a little stream and get a use out of my microphones that I've bought. Oh, has my wife been texting me? No, she's not been. I don't think she's watching this though. She's up with my in-laws or her folks. I think I'd be able to get the time off from work because we were busy, and now we're at like a weird standstill. So we're like not busy, but I remember this card exists. I have a foil copy of it, and it's just like a card that you just don't ever see. Arcanus, Mind's Desire, Mizium Meddler. Why do I have a promo What do I have 2 pre-release promos of Mizium Meddler? What did I do to get these? I didn't go to this pre-release. I didn't go to Origins. Okay. If I had a nickel for every Mind's Desire I had, I'd have 2 nickels. I'd want more than that, though. Do I have 2 Grand Architects? Hold on. Now we're looking. I feel like I saw a second one. Maybe I'm crazy. Hold on, we're looking. It would have been early on. Early in the blue binder. Having ADHD and doing this is like such a struggle. Let's see. I'm excited for the new sets coming out, though. Going back to Strixhaven, we're going back to Lorwyn. I'm excited for that. Lorwyn's such a cool plane that has gotten better. Like, I think it's like an occult classic of Magic. I swear I pulled a Grand Architect out of here. I did, okay. I do have 2 Grand Architects. I'm not crazy. See, I'm not crazy. I have 2. I have 1 foil list, and then I have Duel Masters. Cool. Card probably actually be so much better with the new Edges of Eternities. I'm hoping it's in the pre-con. If not, it should be. Oh, dude, Factor Fiction? I love Factor Fiction. What a good card. Ethereal Forager was a card also that I'm like surprised to get more love. Yeah, I don't think any of these cards are like particularly expensive. Back from the Brink might be, maybe. Like, maybe. No, it is 19 cents. It is, in fact, not expensive. Weirdly, a lot of stuff in this binder won't be a lot. Like, once I start going through all my drawers, then we'll start kind of finding, like, the money cards. I don't know how I'm going to sort all this. I'll be real. Like, I got to price all this stuff out. I don't know how I'm going to do this. It's a little bit overwhelming. I'm gonna make this like 1 friend scan. We're still not done with this binder. It's still going. If I open one more Coralheim Chronicler, I'm gonna flip my table. And this thing's marble. This thing's fucking heavy. And I will flip it. I'm tired of this, Grandpa. So many cards. Futures. Hey, we're shot in port, but on a creature. Here technically is it. Whenever a player plays an instant or sorcery card removed from the game, then that player copies each instant or sorcery card removed from the game with Eye of the Storm. For each copy, that player may cap. What a! I didn't know I owned a copy of this. Eye of the Storm? Eye to the Storm. No, Eye of the Storm. My fingers hurt. My fingers hurt. I still have 3 more binders to go. I blow up into smithereens and feel my tiny symphony. Oh, dude, 3 meter used to be such a banger. I remember this card existed. Donald. Whenever you cast a non-legendary creature spell with flying, you may copy it, except it's a bird. It's a 1/1 bird? Spirit? Spirit. It's a spirit. But only once a turn. Which, come on. Come on. Come on. Let me cast like 9 blues. Bro. Anyone else remember when Tolerant was like the blue commander? Anyone else remember that? Like the mono blue commander? Like the mono, you're like, bro, Tolerant? Card's so good. And now you're like, Tolerant? Sucks. Garbage. Garbage. Garbage commander, garbage card. You see like so many better cards now. Heyo, but each turn is the number 1 way to ruin my enthusiasm for a card. Yeah, 100%. And it's going good. It's going good. Just working on binder number 4. This is the 4th binder. I still have 2, 3 more. Yeah, once per turn. Like some cards need it, but like on a commander, it's a good balancing thing, obviously, but like there are some cards where I'm like, come on, like does that really need to be balanced? Like if we're gonna go infinite, we're gonna go infinite. Like let's just go infinite, right? Cowards. Now this Cavalier of Gales won me a draft. I 3-0'd, 6-0'd a M21 draft with this thing because I just kept drawing it every game. And I think this is when you would die, you would shuffle it in and then scry, and I would just scry until I found it again. Card was chef's kiss. How did I put dress down? Card's also good. Oh, now I have Pokemon. For reasons. Okay. Binder, all my blue rares. And this, but it's an is it rare, so. All right. So far, so good. How's it going for everyone else? Happy 4th. And I'm gonna do my mono white binder next. This is all my multicolored stuff, but I think I have other like, this is a lot. That's gonna be a lot to go through. Ow, oh, I just cracked my knee. Right on my desk, or my thing. Yeah, these are just my binders. Like I still have a like apothecary cabinet full of cards and like decks I need to unsleeve, and oh, it's such a big project. Then I need to sort them by price. I don't know how to do that. Schrodinger's is it? True. You're not wrong. All right. White card time, baby. Let's go. Remember when Zatalpa got like 99 printings? Do you sort by rare types colors? Yeah, so I'm going to sort by color. I'm probably not going to do types, I'll be real. That sounds like such a pain in the ass. I'm probably going to do color and rarity. But like, and that's it. And price is a big one because I'm trying to sell a lot of my stuff that I don't need anymore, or like my bulk, just kind of get rid of it. Because I just don't need like 3 copies of pack leaders. How much do I have to sort, dude? I have about an entire apothecary drawer. Like I've probably like 1,000, 2,000 cards. It's a lot. Like these are just my black and red rares from my binders that I pulled today. That's not also what I have in my drawer. Because I have like a few like partially sleeved decks in there and loose cards. And this is after my friends have helped me sort like another crap ton of cards like earlier in the year. I've got drawers and boxes full of Yu-Gi-Oh cards and Lorcana. Yeah, I'm glad I have time off today, and my buddy Garrett's coming over to help me do this. So if any of my other friends are watching this and want to come over, doors open, wipes out of town, and we're going to be doing this all day, then playing some board games. Yeah, thanks. I'm going to MagicCon to MagicCon Atlanta in September, so I'm trying to like pull all of my money cards I don't care about anymore or don't play with to sell, so I can pick up some like OG duels and just some other cards that I really want instead of just keeping a bunch of crap that I haven't played with. A lot of the cards I care about are already in decks. But like this bulk is going to go to my LGS. Fair. But yeah, just a lot of cards to sort. I've been playing for 15 years, and it's just kind of at a point where we moved with them, and that box was so heavy that I can't move with that again. I don't want to. I'm not trying to sell out of Magic, but I'm trying to sell out of the bulk stuff that I simply do not need anymore. I'm debating keeping like 1 copy of cards that I have like multiples of just to have, but then I have to store them. Like, that's my issue. Yeah, exactly. It's like, I don't know. Am I ever going to need Sarah's avatar? And the answer is probably not. The answer is just like, that's just kind of what it is. Like, I'll pick up what I need, but I don't need Sarah's avatar anymore. Right? I don't need Solemn Recruit. I don't. It's not a card. It's been in the binder for 3 years. Not worth trading. Not really worth like, it's on any buy lists. And I'm not going to go through the trouble of selling it on TCG Player. I'd rather just bring it to my LGS and be like, how much for bulk? And take whatever store credit I get and turn that into drafts or into Flesh and Blood or sleeves. Like, I don't need a Worthy Knight. Although Garrett might need a Worthy Knight. I'll put it on the side for him. Like, I don't know. I just don't need as many cards as I have anymore. Like, I have. That's okay. It's at a different time in my life. Right? It's a lot. Yeah, and I'm keeping all of my commander staples, like my cultivates, Kodama reaches, elves, like mana dorks, like all that crap. I'm keeping. I think I'm gonna sell some of my soul rings because I have like, I probably have $100, like not quite $100 in soul rings. I probably have like $50 in soul rings that I do not need because I have like my 2 or 3 pretty soul rings that kind of rotate between decks. But soul rings usually being cut from a lot of my decks now anyways, so who cares? Like, I don't need 5 copies of Blade Splicer. Like, I don't even need 1. And again, a lot of my binder, which is like frustrating, is bulk. Like, that's also kind of what I'm trying to do here, is get my binders to be like actual money cards, instead of just being filled with bulk shit. That way, if I want to bring trades, I'm not bringing trades of, I don't need a Bishop of Rebirth from Ixalan that I pulled myself. Because remember, the mana, the 3 pip on it is super dark, and I thought that was weird. I don't need that. I have no, like, or a, what is this? I think let's just revitalize, draw a card, gain 3. Like, I don't need that. Right? Like, I don't need those cards. So I'd rather just sell them and get whatever I can for them. Like, I have 3 Loxodon Life Chanters. Now, Isolate is a cool card. Fiend Hunter I want to keep. And I'll have to go through and make like a keep pile, but right now the goal is just getting everything out of binders and like going through them. Wait, hold on. I don't know what these cards are. One of these is Revitalize, and I don't know the other. But they each have a 1 and a 3 in them, and I don't know which is which. And they're not Ephemerate, because they're 2 mana. One's a sorcery, one's an instant. One's a rare, though. What rare is this? What card is this? At rare. 2 and a white. Or, I'm sorry, 1 and a white. Something 1, something 3. What card is that? Because this is Revitalize. This is gain 3 draw. I'll need a playset of Conclave Tribunals. What card is this? Strixhaven, man. I love the set. Set's gorgeous. There we go. Trove Warden. Now that's a cool card. I've heard this card exists. 4 mana, 3/4 Vigilance Landfall. Exile target permanent with a converted mana cost 3 or less from your graveyard. Then when it dies, put each permanent card exiled onto the battlefield under the control of that card's owner. You're the owner. Why would you... What a weird way to word this. Cool card, though. Cool recursion piece. It needs to die, but like you're in white. So it shouldn't be that hard. Oh, I have an Angel's Grace. I have 2 Angel's Graces. Why do I have 2? I don't even need 1. Actually, Angel's Grace is a card I'm going to keep a copy of. Card's slick. Card is sick-oo. Until you priority bully people. If I see one more goddamn Audric Lunarch Marshal. Promise of Tomorrow. Exile. Whenever a creature you control dies, exile neither ends up you control no creature. Sacrifice Promise of Tomorrow. Could you imagine paying 3 mana to exile, have your own creatures be a gift of estates? What the hell is that? If an opponent controls 3 or more lands and you search the library for up to 3 planes card field and put your hand in the shelf of your library. Huh. I didn't know this card existed. I'll be real with you. That's actually kind of cool, though. What's the... I have a foil etched copy. $250. Neat. I've never read. What's the original printing of that card look like? Where's it from? Portal. It's from Portal originally. And it's non-basic. Huh. That's a cool card. I didn't even know I owned a copy of that. I had no idea what this card is, and I cracked that box in 4 years, 5 years ago. 4 years ago. That's a cool card. I might put that in a deck. That might go into my Planeswalker deck. Like, that's just good. Because non-basic planes. And I have all the Surveillance and the Triome and Shocks in there. So, because you could just 2 mana. 2 mana, just draw 3. Is what that reads, right? It's you keep a 2-lander with that and you draw 3 lands. If you have any form of cost reduction, it becomes an Ancestral Recall. It's sorcery, so it's not as good, obviously. It's obviously not like actual Ancestral Recall, but like... You don't have to go last. You just have to not go first. You just have to not go first. Right? Because as long as one player's ahead of you, they should have more lands than you. So it's the magical Christmas land of losing a die roll. Or just brick a land, like just slow play a land. If it's not gonna like totally ruin your life. Did I just put a whole bunch of like commons in here? You weren't here earlier, but I have a, I'm looking to build a Voltron deck, and I have the Vampire, it's a Vampire card that turns your blood into equipment in red, and I'm like, ooh, can we build like a blood equipment deck? Is that something stupid? Or like a Vampire Voltron deck? Or Vampire equipment? Yeah. Want me to pull it aside for you? It was in like a random ass precon. Let me find it. Arterial Alchemy. It's backwards. Yeah, Arterial Alchemy. 3-mana enchantment. When it enters, make a blood for each opponent you have. And then blood tokens you control are equipment in addition to their other types, and they have equipped creature, get +2/+0, and have equipped 2. Yeah, it's red. Yeah, it's a red enchantment. Still cool, though. Oh, it was Dracula's white-black, right? Yeah, so I'm thinking of maybe doing a vampire equipment deck. One idea I had is if I can find a copy at MagicCon, I'm tempted to build Fridge Karn, but I want the foil copy, the arena foil, which is like $100. And then also getting the new Karn, the new creature Karn. I had Edgar and I sold him. I had that whole last precon. There's a partner commander somewhere in here that's a vampire that has partner with another vampire in here somewhere. I know this is the content you come for, me looking through my bulk for cards that I don't need. Where is it? I have a vampire in here that's partner with that does stuff. If I can find the partner. I don't think I will. No, that's okay. All right, I think we're almost done with the white binder-ish. More in the back. JK, there's more in the back, in the very back. We're almost there, though. I also have, I have Kemba, but like Kemba. Yeah, it's the Innistrad one. I have the Stefan one or whatever that makes bloods. And I don't even know if I do Voltron or just like equipment. Because then I have a home for KCI. Because my wife got me a KCI, and I already had a KCI. So now I have 2 KCIs. And I don't need 2. I just need 1. But if I can find a home for KCI, I will. And blood tokens seem like they'd be good targets for that. And I have Stefan somewhere in some binder. Oh, I'm worn out. I've just been pulling magic cards. Hey, Village Bellringer. I forgot I had one of them. Like, that's a staple I'd keep. Oh, Fumigate. How the mighty has fallen. Declaration in Stone, I feel like, is a underutilized card. I guess it probably depends on your meta, right? But 2 mana, just exile all tokens of one type someone controls. Oh, is it Strephon? I don't remember what he does. He's in my binder somewhere. Strephon. So maybe I create a blood token for less luck. Whenever it attacks me, sacrifice 2 bloods. If you do, put a vampire card from your hand on the battlefield, type an attacking and destructive blood turn. Oh, okay. That's pretty cool. I could build an equipment deck out of that. I feel like it's just vampires that have equipment in it is what I feel like that ends up becoming. The other like equipment deck I was thinking of doing was like the Rock Boy, Togo or whatever, and Rograk. Carrie, did you remember my birds deck? Were you there for that? Did you ever play against my Bant foiled birds? Ugh, what a deck that I'm so sad I took apart. Oh, you did? I feel like my bulk is the whore of the playgroup. I feel like it's gotten passed around. I just keep offloading it to people. All right, so I've made it through all of the monocolored binders. So far, so good. I'm running out of room on my playmat, though. So I need to go move these. So move these over yonder, I think, till the cats come up and knock all my crap off the table. All right, thanks for joining, Carrie. Enjoy the movie. Happy 4th. If you're free tomorrow, we can play some EDH or something after Armory. All right, we're just getting playmat cleared off here. And we're going to go through the last binder, well, the mostly last binder. I don't know where I'm going to store all this. Future me problem. Now for the mostly multicolor binder that I guess I'll sort by Guild, Shard, Wedge, and then 4-color. And then rarity. So it might be here. Take a look. Nope, not yet. Just my loud ass upstairs neighbors. Any hoosers. Roll knock. I don't know if it makes sense to sort by guild and stuff right now. All right, how am I going to do this? Random green card. Oh, so many cards. It might make sense just to stack these and just get them emptied and then sort them. I don't know. There's so many cards I have to go through. I think multicolored would be its own thing. Progenitus. Do y'all want an ankle shanker? Oh. This is exhausting, y'all. My shoulder hurts. But Garrett should be here soon with food. So that'll be nice. Motherfucker. I might end up calling the stream here. Mostly because I need room on the table. I've been streaming for like 2 hours. I'm a little tired. I've been yapping for 2 hours. Blue rare. So I think I'm gonna end it here, y'all. If you've been around, I appreciate you hanging out. Hope you come back for other content. And I'll see you nerds in the next one.